I'm here with the Hamilton Spectator, Steve Milton. And Steve, Ticats lose their season finale 33-16. What does it mean for the playoffs?
I don't think we can tell too much that it means for the playoffs. I don't think the coaches even can. They extracted a couple of little things out of this, but one thing for sure is no momentum. I mean, there wasn't going to be a lot of momentum anyways, given that these were three lame duck games, even the big win they had over BC. And they kept changing the lineups, changed the quarterback. It's not going to be the same with the quarterbacks once they get into the game next week. So I don't think it means that. One thing they didn't get was anything really positive heading into the playoffs out of this. They didn't get a whole bunch negative out of it, but I didn't see a lot of positives. You can say, boy, that'll really help us in the playoffs. Did you?
No, absolutely not. Certainly I think a disappointing effort. I mean, everybody, Coach Belfay and Kevin Glenn sort of saying, well, it's the second season and the record doesn't matter and all the rest of it. But certainly I think, as you said, not a lot of momentum. Although I think we have an answer to the quarterback situation. Asked head coach Marcel Belfay about who would be starting the Eastern semifinal on November 13th, and he said Kevin Glenn will start that game. Is that the right decision?
Of course it is, and I don't think it was ever going to be anything but that. I think unless you'd seen a marked difference in what they did with fairly equal playing time, there was a difference until Quentin Porter had that interception. I think late in the third quarter. I think it was the third quarter. He hadn't thrown one in his four. He'd hung on to the ball, hadn't fumbled, hadn't thrown the ball, and that's a big thing about the kind of game that Quentin Porter plays. What we're looking at here, I think, is one quarterback is a control guy, and the other guy has that excitement that something big might happen at any minute. But I'm not really surprised that Kevin Glenn. I don't think it's about the starting. It's about when you yank, what you see, and hopefully, if you're a Ticat fan, that won't happen during the game. Kevin Glenn will come up with one of his big games. But I asked Marcel, at the same time that you were talking to him, about did you see some things that might help you with that decision, knowing the quarterbacks a little more, how to read them a little better? And he certainly did. He said, of course, he's not going to tell us what those key things are. So I'm not surprised that Kevin's starting. What I don't think we know is how and when you might make a change, and you might not have to make one at all.
Make sure you check out The Spectator on Friday for a full game story, and Steve's column will be in Saturday's edition for the Hamilton Spectator at Rogers Centre. I'm Drew Edwards.